Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying Joella's hot chicken, but we're not going to be trying the hot chicken. This is Mr. Kevin going in right now. They do not have a drive-thru. This is a new location over in Hamburg, and they do not have a drive-thru, so you have to go inside. And so he is going to go in and order for desserts. They offer these pies in a jar. We don't know what flavors they're gonna have, so he's gonna go in and see what he can get for us and then come back.
Okay, so I found 3 pie in a jar flavors and 1 banana pudding, which banana pudding is like one of my favorite desserts, like homemade kind of desserts. So you got banana pudding, you got strawberry shortcake, you got pumpkin pie, and you've got cookies and cream pie. Somebody else called it a chocolate silk, but the website says it's cookies and cream.
Okay, they give you plastic packages, and in that package you get a napkin, you get a fork, knife, and spoon, and you get a package of salt and pepper.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I just took out the spoon and the napkin, and I put the rest in the glove compartment. Our total, this is not a detailed receipt, unfortunately.
It's not, it's just like a receipt that you paid.
And Kevin went in, so Kevin does not know how much he paid.
She said the receipt's in the bag, so
yeah,
that's all I know.
And that's all I know. So the total for everything, for 3 pies in a jar and the banana pudding, was $20.10. So that's as good as I can tell you. Now Kevin does love banana pudding, and we haven't had it in a while. So, ooh, there's cookies all down in there.
It's on the edges. The cookie on top is still crisp, so you can tell they didn't make it that long ago. Take his tag off so it won't be.
I want to definitely get a cookie.
I did too.
I didn't get a cookie.
Yeah,
I got a banana. I got banana.
Here.
I can get it. Oh
right
yeah. There. I thought I got a cookie. I got a banana.
You didn't want me to feed you the cookie?
You could have.
That is good banana pudding.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a really good flavor. The cookies are good and crisp. The bananas are good and firm. They're not mushy. They're
very fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes very fresh. And
just the fact that the cookies aren't squishy,
yes,
tells you they just made it.
Yeah, because anytime you make banana pudding, if you've ever made it yourself at home, you know that after it sits in the refrigerator for any length of time, those cookies get soft. Did you get, okay, you said that when you went in, you got the pies in a jar out of a refrigerator.
They were all in a little refrigerator.
Was the banana pudding there too? Oh, okay. Because I was gonna guess and that maybe they add the cookies to it after you order it, but you got it out of there.
No,
so
there was like 4 shelves and like a mini fridge with like a glass front, and they had a pie in a jar on each shelf, a different flavor on each shelf.
And that is very impressive. Then that
it's excellent.
That is that fresh.
I would eat that anytime.
Yes, that's delicious. So
what do you think next? The strawberry or the chocolate one?
Let's do strawberry. Go for it. Is this strawberries and cream or strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry shortcake is what they call them.
Okay, so it looks like this, and it's
a multi-layer.
Yeah,
dessert.
but you got to be able to get down in there to.
It's pretty well mixed. I mean, the layers are not too awfully thick. You're about to. I think that you're gonna drop some.
Yeah, dropping.
No, I don't. I think you got it. This is more like, well, it's strawberry shortcake. It's not pie, really.
The cake part, it's delicious. The strawberries are delicious. They're fresh. The cake is.
I love that cake.
I do too. It's very, very moist without being.
It's a little mushy, but
without being wet.
But it's not soggy, which you don't like soggy.
Right.
It is a little. Just know it is just like any strawberry or any shortcake that's set for a little while. It is a little wet, but it's not mushy, pasty.
The only recommendation would be a bigger jar. They need a bit. Well, it would be easier to get into it if it had. So
you'd rather have a shorter, fatter jar.
Yes, I'd rather have it short and fat at the top so that it's easier to get into. This is kind of narrow.
I like it that it's narrow though, because it kind of limits you for the bites. Because if it was big, I would be scooping in huge shovelfuls.
Yes.
So if it's smaller, at least I'm limited to how much I can get out.
Yes, you're taking your time with it.
Because the banana pudding, I could probably eat that banana pudding in probably 6 or 7 bites.
Yes. This is delicious.
It's very,
strawberry shortcake. Very, very fresh. Once again. I'll try to take a picture inside the jar for you of these. Now we've got the cookies and cream. And they made sure they put cookies on top. This is what the side looks like. And Kevin's letting me have the first bite, so.
Yeah. I don't care. I was kind of hoping they would show how much they were.
Oh, on their website?
Yeah, that way I can tell you. My phone's going slow today, so we'll see.
No, mine's been going slow today too. I don't know why. That is good. But
it has Oreo.
It has a lot, for me, at least the bites that I took 2 bites. It had a lot of whipped cream. It was.
Get on that side.
No, I got cookie. No, I got cookie too. I got a lot of cookie. But instead of having, I think I was wanting like a thicker icing, the sweet, like that cream flavor.
Yeah, it has more of just a whipped cream.
And it's more of a whipped cream. And whipped cream is not as sweet as the cream in the middle.
Right. I agree.
So even though that's good, I would not order that one again. If you like cookies and cream though, you'll probably like it. And just know it's mainly whipped cream. Now this one is the pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice? Okay. Pumpkin pie. And they made sure they put whipped cream on top. I think this is the same whipped cream that they put in that other. So my first bite's going to be probably a lot of whipped cream. But it's this is much firmer.
You're gonna hold on to her just 1 second. I finally got their website up. They're $3.99.
$3.99 a piece.
For the banana pudding. And $4.99 for the jars.
Okay. So the jar is collectible. You can I mean you can keep it.
You can keep it.
You can keep it.
You can reuse it. So $4.99 for these.
For these, and the banana was $3.99.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to skew Kevin. I do plan on keeping the jar. I don't know what I'll do with it. It'll be one of those things that I'll take home and wash and put up in the cabinet, and years later, but why do I have these, and throw them away?
I like the pumpkin. It's got too much crust in there.
It's not very sweet.
Yeah, I think it's got too much crust. I think it's funny that they've taken
Kevin to say there's too much crust.
I think it's funny they've literally taken a piece of pie and just crumbled it up.
And they crumbled it up in there.
It's okay, but it's not my favorite. I agree with you. It's not as sweet as the other ones are.
I would just rather have something sweet.
Even the cookies and cream was sweeter.
Yeah, the cookies and cream was sweeter, but I still don't think it's not as sweet as I would have liked.
Right.
For me, the banana pudding, I think
100%
is the winner out of all these.
Yeah.
And that's cheaper than the pie in the jar.
Yeah.
And it seems like you get more. That might not be the case.
It sure
but
looks
it just
like it.
seems like you get more. It was only $3.99 though. That would be the one that I would get.
Yeah. If
you do get the pie in the jar and you like strawberries, I would pick the strawberries.
Yeah, shortcake's really, really good
because
too. And the cookies and cream I think is good too.
I do think it's good. Yeah, I just prefer something sweeter, so I wouldn't get it again.
Yeah.
But
the only one I wouldn't get is the pumpkin.
And the pumpkin I think is a seasonal, so I don't think the pumpkin's going to be around much longer anyway. I mean, we're after New Year now and they still have pumpkin, so I don't think that'll be around much longer anyway.
No.
I'm honestly surprised that instead of pumpkin, it wasn't something with gingerbread.
No. Well, pumpkin pie is like around here, you know, that's
true.
Traditional pie you have with Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right. But Kevin has actually reviewed on his Lunchtime Review channel, he has actually reviewed Joella's hot chicken. And I have to say this right now. The name Joella's hot chicken, I've had people actually say to me that they don't want to go there because they don't like hot food, spicy food. They have more than that. And so
you order the level of hot you want.
Yes.
That's the deal.
I understand people thinking that totally. They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot because they're calling themselves hot chicken. People that don't like hot food are just going to be like, oh, no way.
But you can order your different levels of spice. So you can get something that doesn't have any spice at all up to something that's super spicy, burn your hairs off. You know, I mean, that's you know, your hair and your ears and your head's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Literally, they have levels, so so you can get hot if you want.
Right.
Maybe that's what their point is. They're letting people know you can get hot chicken if you want it.
Right.
You know, whereas you can get regular chicken anywhere.
Interested in actually their food, then Kevin does have one on his lunchtime review channel. But I thought these were good.
It was a mess. But it was good.
It was messy, but that's because of what he ordered.
Yeah.
He does plan on going back.
I'm gonna go back again just to try something different.
Yeah, he plans on going back. But they don't have a drive-through here, like I told you in the beginning. So you just have to go in.
Yeah, and the other location didn't either.
Yeah, so maybe that's all over.
And you can order online and just go pick it up too. That's how I did it the first time.
Right, but we didn't know what desserts that we were interested in. These were all on the website except for the pumpkin, and it just said seasonal, so we didn't know what it was going to be. Okay, we sat here and we finished everything except...
My tummy's full.
except for the pumpkin.
Yeah, we still, neither one of us, it just wasn't worth the calories for me to eat it.
It wasn't. It was like, you know, I could be gluttonous and eat it, but it just wasn't that great to me. It wasn't sweet enough for me. But I wanted to tell you, after finishing eating more of them,
I think we both changed our order.
I didn't. I said, oh, did I not say my favorite was the strawberries?
I thought you said banana.
I did say the banana pudding was my favorite. I'm changing mine.
Banana's my second.
I'm going to change my favorite after eating them, after eating more. My favorite is going to be, I did say banana pudding because I said it's cheaper. I still like it.
It's still
going to be
very
my
good.
second choice. My first choice is going to be strawberry shortcake. Yep. And then my second choice is banana pudding.
Yeah, and then I like I still like the cookies and cream one. Although you get big hunks of whipped cream in there to where it's just whipped cream. But when you get the cookie in there, it's really, really good. So, that's still my third. And the pumpkin is still, I would just wouldn't buy that.
No, I just wouldn't buy the pumpkin
Unless
again.
you just die-hard pumpkin.
So your number one
is strawberry shortcake.
It's strawberry shortcake. Yeah.
So we both agree.
So it was $1 more, but it ended up,
so good.
It's very, very delicious. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.